Hello again, welcome back everyone. Liquorhound here with you. Thank you for joining me once again for another spirit review video. And today we'll be taking a look at the Lagavulin 12-year-old single malt whiskey coming to us from Islay. Of course, Lagavulin has been famous for many years as being one of the top tier Islay whiskeys, and this Lag 12 never seems to disappoint. Now, from year to year, the batches do vary just a little bit. Some are a little more ashy to the smoke, some are a little more fruity and stuff like this. So we're going to see how this 2017 holds up, at least in my memory, to some of the others. Now the 2017 itself retails priced, they're roughly around $125. Unfortunately, we did see a price increase this year on them because the previous year, was it 2016, the 200th anniversary edition, I was picking those up for roughly around 100, 110, somewhere right there. Now we're looking at 125, 130 somewhere. But it is still cask strength whiskey, 56.5%, so that's a good thing. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the nose. For the Lag 12, oh wow, big fruit on the nose. Pretty soft, considering the high, 113 proof. Wow, okay. And of course, when I'm nosing whiskey like this, especially high proof whiskey, I'm always bringing it through my nose and my mouth at the same time to kind of help just aerate and cut a little bit of that warmth. But even still, I was able to, just going through the nose, I can get into the glass without it, being too intense. So that's really impressive. As far as the actual notes, I do get, it's a really nice, very subtle vanilla tone that kind of lays the groundwork here. On top of that, I'm getting a lot of orchard fruit, so golden apples, some golden raisins, lemon oil, lemon peels kind of in here as well. If I search around, I get a little bit of a twinge of banana, which is going to be that new make characteristic. Anytime you taste young whiskeys, or close to new make, you always usually get that banana element. And it's in here, but it's so minute, you may have a little trouble finding that. But don't be surprised if you do. Now, the other thing I pick up in here, some cinnamon, but it's not too intense, and maybe a little bit of a white pepper. And the smoke, the thing I love about that smoke is that it's very clean on the nose. It's like a campfire from far away where you can just kind of pick it up. And it's there, but it's not like you're right there at the fire and it's just blasting you in the face. This thing is just well integrated, but it's definitely peaty. So if you don't like peated whiskeys, this is not going to be for you. But let's go ahead and taste it and see what we think. Initially impressed with the viscosity and how softly it entered. And now it's developing. I saw kind of a swell on the mid palate of the fruit and the smoke with the cinnamon spice. And now it's rolling over on the back end, and we're seeing the peat smoke actually change as well. It started out really clean and soft peat, just really balanced, nothing too wild, and then all of a sudden it kind of dove down and got kind of ashy on the back end in a good way. Nothing, not horrible. This is actually really nice whiskey. All right, let me go ahead and walk it through from the very beginning. Just run it over a couple times, let it slide down. It's very creamy. It does have a vanilla base, but on top of that you get kind of this sweet cream. You get this that orchard fruit and a little bit of red berries in there as well, but mostly just golden apples, and again the golden raisin thing on the nose comes through onto the palate, right onto the whiskey. You get the lemon peels, the lemon oil element as well. Not really tasting the banana like I nosed, but that's okay. I do pick up that swell that happened on the mid palate. You do see the cinnamon come in, and it kind of adds a little warmth, and you're not sure if it's the cinnamon that's creating the warmth effect or if it's that ABV. More than likely it's that ABV that creates that warming sensation on the mid palate. as it rolls over, as the smoke starts to transition and change and get a little, again, ashiness, starts laying down a little heavier, like almost like a fog settled in after that mid palate rolled over. But here I'm still chewing, and I can still pick up all the fruits from the very beginning. That little vanilla, the oak that is in here, there is oak, but it's very, very clean. It's fresh oak, just like you would imagine what a barrel, just a nice, brand new, nice barrel would feel like in the mouth on this whiskey is kind of what's coming through as. One more time. Overall, wow, really impressed with this one. I actually like how it kind of enters softly, and as it goes down, it's very creamy and fruity and nice smoke, you know, balance, and then it kind of starts warming up, driving forward, and then it just rolls over and it transitions even further. So I really enjoy this whiskey. For $125, I think it's a really good value. How does it compare to some of the previous ones? I think it's a little, it drinks a little easier than even last year's 2016. I think it hits a really nice balance, with some years like the 2015, 2014 were very good, but they were really fruity, and that's a good thing too. I mean, none of them are bad, but what I'm saying is some are a little fruity, whereas the 2013 was definitely ashy from the very beginning and not as much fruit. Here we're getting a really good balance of both. So if you happen to be out in a store and you see the 2017 Lagavulin 12, do not be afraid of picking it up. It's a very, very solid whiskey for about $125. And again, thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoy my videos. Everybody have a great evening, and cheers.